Oh boy! Welcome everyone, it's Final Fantasy 6464 here, aka Joe Marshall, aka the Sephiroth of Let's Plays. And due to a request that I got, that's a difficult word for me to say, but due to a request that I have, which was to play another Fire Emblem game, here I am playing another Fire Emblem game. So, what is this Fire Emblem game, you may ask? Well, with the recent release of Fire Emblem Awakening, which is a really, really good game, so good, I decided let's go back to the very beginning with Fire Emblem 1. Now, Fire Emblem 1, it was only out on the NES in Japan, but not so long ago, it came out on the normal DS, so probably like 2007, 2008, we'll have a look at the copyright, called Shadow Dragon. So this is what we're going to play, we're going to play some Shadow Dragon. 2008, 2009, so not that long ago. So let's get into it. I've already played the game for quite a while. I got to Princess Minerva's chapter, but we're going to start again. So let's go to hard mode. Oh dear. Okay, let's just go on to normal and then click no. I don't want any tutorials. I haven't played the game far enough to know all of the things inside out. There we go. Long ago, Medeus, king of the Dragonkin, conquered the continent of Arcania, giving rise to an age of fear and despair for all its people. That tyranny was broken, however, when an unlikely hero intervened. A young man hailing from the Altea region appeared with a divine blade in hand. Fang of Dragon and Blade of Light locked in battle, and in the end, Blade prevailed. For some time after, the land enjoyed an age of peace. However, after a century's passing, the Shadow Dragon returned. He forged an alliance with a fiendish sorcerer who sought to rule the world, and their combined might toppled kingdom upon unsuspecting kingdom. Again, darkness threatened to engulf the continent. It fell upon the King of Altea, sole descendant of the Dragon Slayer hero, to sally forth with the divine blade and fulfill his blood destiny. His son, Prince Marth, remained at home with the boy's mother, his elder sister, and a garrison manned by Altea's neighbour and ally, Gra. Thus the boy applied himself to the ways of both pen and sword, until one day... Prologue 1. Prince Marth! Are you awake? Begging your pardon, sire, but the princess has asked to see you. Elise? Is she alright? She seemed to be, sire, but her words implied a certain urgency. She bade you dress quickly and wait by the throne. Has something happened? It's our forces off in Gra, sire. There seems to have been some sort of incident, but, well, I'm not privy to the specifics. I see. Thank you. I'll be there shortly. My sister said she would meet me by the throne. An incident in Gra. If Elise has news of our father, I pray it's good news. So first things first, it works like Fire Emblem, all the other ones. Press A on a character, you get to see their movement range in blue. The red is their attack range. So if you move here, you can attack those 3 spaces, but because I haven't got anything to do, just have to wait. Oh there! That's him! Prince Marth! Here they are. Well, who are you? We're soldiers of Gra, little prince. And if you know what's good for you, you'll surrender to us without making any trouble. Surrender? But that's ridiculous. Why would I surrender to the army of an allied kingdom? Meh, they don't tell you much, do they? No matter, you'll have the full story soon enough. Now, lay down your sword. I will not. I am the Prince of Altea. I will not yield to you or any other nation here on my own land, under my own castle roof. Heh, you talk big, brat. Have it your way. If you won't lay down your sword, then we'll just have to take your life instead. Here we go. So, the weapons triangle is useful to know straight away. Rapiers, as you can see right by sides Marth's name. Swords beat axes, axes beat lances, and lances beat swords. So I'm going to attack with the iron sword because I don't want to waste the rapier usage. Ow. There we go. So that's some nice killing there, some experience for me as well. Enemy phase. He's going to miss. Excellent. And I'm going to kill him, hopefully. Boom. So I've got some 60 experience now. So I'm going to move up here. And wait again. Now I don't think these guys... Well, this guy is strong against me, so it's going to do some big damage. I'm not going to be able to kill him in one go, but that's okay. Not such a big deal right now. I'm going to move up a bit, because then it means I can move further next turn and kill this guy so that I get a level up. Ah, yes. Now, level ups in this game are random. Each character has a percentage chance of upgrading one of their stats, so HP, strength, magic, skill, speed, luck, defense, or resistance, I think is what it is, resistance. And there's a certain percentage chance that it can spill over, and if it spills over to 100%, then you get that level up. Sometimes you get all stats leveled up if you're really lucky, sometimes if you're really unlucky, nothing will level up, that's just how it is. So, the boss of the area, this guy, is another soldier. Speaking of that, let me go back a second. If I click on the enemy, I can see his movement range, where he's going to go, where he can attack, and such forth like that. So let's wait here. He might come towards me, he might not. What? He's fighting back. I'll show him. Ah, he's going to sit on the throne. No! The throne! I have to get rid of him before my sister arrives. Okay, here we go. So let's attack him with the Iron Sword of Justice. Gonna get hit for 2, but I'm pretty sure even if you really wanted to, you can't really die. Unless you just unequipped all your weapons. But why would you do that? So he's going to hit me again. But this time I'm going to have him nice and easy. Bam. There we go. So, to win this round, all we have to do is seize this by getting Marth to that yellow square. Bam. Easy sauce. Marth, are you alright? Sister, what is happening? Steady yourself, Marth. I have grave news. Our father was defeated by the Dol Gust allied forces. What? No! It was Gra, our own ally, betrayed us and struck father's army from the rear. I am not sure if he is safe. The scouts who returned gave conflicting reports. Father, it can't be. As we speak, soldiers sent by Gra are trying to take the castle. Mother and I were separated during the escape. I do not know where she is. Marth, I need you to listen to me. You must flee the castle. Go on without me. What? We've not many soldiers left. This is hard to bear, I know, but the castle is lost. We must face that. I will look for Mother and join you as soon as I can. You find Jagan and get away from here. Far away, understand? Alright, but promise you won't be long. Sit. Goodbye, Marth. May you live long. Boom, I'm going to save over the third one, just in case I want to play that file again. Prologue dose. This video is going to be all the prologues, so... Sire! Frey! Abel! You alive? Yes, sire. Princess Elise bade us protect you. Sir Malladus stayed behind to accompany her. Sire, we must be quick. Sir Jagan awaits us at the gates. Oh boy. Blast! This won't do. How did Gra's soldiers ever make it this far? Jagan and the others will be caught like mice. We need to seize the gates and secure the area immediately. Okay, so horsemen. Horsemen are really good at moving large distances, like insane amounts of distance. Luckily they have a sword and a lance, so they can be good against both axe-wielding guys and lance-wielding guys. Wait, no, they're the only people they aren't good against is lance guys. So, the javelin can throw 2, which is why if you see his red squares, he has 2 dots, like 2 range of red squares, because he has a javelin that can be thrown. Either way, I'm going to kill him. So I think it's worthwhile just not to use the javelin up, because the javelin is pretty useful to have. There we go, so that's 30 experience. Now we need to get Marth some experience too, because otherwise we're going to be in a bit of dire straits. We want Marth to be as high level as possible. Now who's that who thinks they can sneak up on us? Ho ho! What's this? I spy the Altean prince. Oi, listen up, you lot. Bag the prince. Dead or alive, he'll fetch us a sweeter reward as the mind can conjure. Boom. There you go, Frey. Thing to note, I think, I'm not sure particularly, but if you play the hard mode, you don't get Frey enable. Because you didn't play the prologue. They have archers. We need to take care they don't pick us off from afar. So first of all, I'm going to use Marth to kill this guy. Because I want Marth to get experience, as I just said. Lots and lots of experience. There we go. Now, let's move down here. I want to equip the javelin this time because the bowmen will actually be able to be hit back if I use a javelin, which is a thrown weapon type. If I move here, I shouldn't be able to get hit, so that's great. Here we go. Now, he's going to hit me for 2 damage, but I'm going to be able to hit him back, which is nice. So I'm going to go and hit this guy, because why not? Boom. And I also want to take, I want to say Cane, but it's not Cane enable, that would be silly. That's a pun. There we go. Some more HP and speed. Speed, if you have 5 speed more than the person you're fighting, you will attack twice. Likewise, if they have 5 more speed than you, you'll get attacked twice. At least that's how it works in Awakening, so I'm going to assume that it works the same now. Yeah. Speed 4, I only have speed of 6, so I'm not going to be able to attack twice. I also don't have a thrown weapon with Frey. That's his name, Frey. So I won't be able to attack with Frey for much damage. And if the bowman tries to go to range outside of my range, there's nothing I can do. They can miss, as you see, that hit is a percentage, so it has an 86% chance to hit. At least usually that's how it works. There are different factors to reduce the amount of hit you have, such as being in forests or being in a fort. There we go. So Frey's going to get some more experience. So Frey's level 1, Abel's level 1, Marth's level 3. So let's end the mission and seize this place. Excellent. Sire, it gladdens me to see you in one piece. It's not safe for you here. We must be away at once. Prince Marth, where are you? Answer me, sire. There's Cane. Cane? That's Cane. Cane, you're supposed to be in Gar. Why have you returned without... Yow, those wounds! Sire, it's really you. I feared the worst. That his message would go undelivered. In that state, I don't know how you even stayed on horse. Those gashes need to be treated at once. No, sire, not until we've escaped. Cane, I trust you can put off bleeding to death for just a while longer. Of course, sir. I aim to please. Princess Elise, the enemy is nearly upon us. Gather your things quickly. No, Maladus. I am staying here. Staying here? What madness is this? Too many people have died to keep Altea and its castle safe. I cannot abandon what so many lives have bought. With father and mother unaccounted for, I am the natural choice to remain with Altea's people. And besides, by staying, I can buy time for the rest of you to escape. Nonsense! Just gather your things and... Maladus, I am not suggesting, I am commanding. If something befalls father, Marth will become the last person in the entire world worthy of wielding falchion. I want you to guide him, Maladus, even when the rest of us no longer can. Princess, I will try my best. There's not much time. Go, Maladus. Go! Prologue. Trey. Thus, Prince Marth escaped Altea Castle with Sir Jagan and company at his side. However, this success would mean little to him once he learned the cost. The boy's woes were just beginning. Cain, how are your wounds? You should rest. These scratches, it's my pride you're wounding, Messiah. Anyway, we must talk. There's a reason I've returned. Sire, I am to deliver to you His Majesty's last words. Last words? You don't mean... Father. My condolences, sire. The king died valiantly on the fields of Gra. The traitors took from him the divine blade falchion and gave no quarter to those of our soldiers who remained. I see. So they're all dead. Father too. His last words were as follows. Tell my son that I leave the future of Altea and our continent in his hands. He must rise now where I have fallen. As Falchion's rightful heir, he has been born into greatness. Now, he must be great. Father, I will try. Sire, I cannot bear this. Failing to protect His Majesty, then leaving my brothers to die, slinking away like some coward. This indignity is too much to bear. One day I will repay them in kind. I will avenge the fallen. I swear it. Cain, you speak for us both. When that day comes, we will punish them together. Gra, Dol, all of them. Sire, we ought to pay a visit to these homes outside the castle. Your countrymen love you. Perhaps they have knowledge that may serve us. Now, Jagan, if you don't know the other Fire Emblem games, is basically the Titania of this game, or the Frederick of Fire Emblem Awakening. You do not want to use him unless in dire circumstances, especially on normal mode, because he's just going to take XP from people who could use it for other things. So there's really no point in using him at all. It's much better to use Cain, Abel and Frey, and also Marth the most. You always use Marth the most, I would suggest. These forts are brilliant because you get lots of defensive bonuses for being in the fort. 1 plus defense and 15 plus avoid and 20 heal. So you're healing damage per turn, you're more likely to not get hit, and you're also more likely to defend better if you do get hit. Just because you see an enemy over yonder doesn't mean you should go running up to him like a fool. Lure one out, then take him down. Then go on and lure out the next. That's how we did it when I was a lad. Go for it. Look, sire, not all of Gar's might harries the castle. They've left soldiers here outside. At least we'll have no place to escape. Let's seize that fort across the water. Perhaps we can quash enemy reinforcements at the source. South? At the south? Oh yeah. Hi there. So the game's going to stop messing around in a minute. Right now it's still in the messing around phase, but it is going to stop. And it's going to decide that I need to die. Hi there. Sir Jagan is a paladin, the champion of Altea. He may be old, but he's as strong as an ox. Still, you can't have a champion like him do everything. That's not fair to all your would-be future champions. Let your other units fight and gain experience, or you might find yourself in a real fix down the line. There we go, so that's a confirmation not to use Jagan if you don't have to. Sure, you can use him if you're in a tight spot, but otherwise, try not to. Just because we want everyone to have a fair shot at being leveled up and awesome. There we go. Everybody move forward, boy. I'm going to let Cain take that guy out. Frey's getting in a bit of trouble, but that's okay. Boom. He's dead. And level up for Cain. No, wait. Frey. Frey's the one. I'm going to get them confused all the damn time. Frey, Cain, and Abel. Cain, attack this guy, please. Doink. Now I can use Abel to get a level up to kill him as well. Doink. Perfection. Ah, yes. See, Abel didn't level up at all. It's just unlucky, that's how it is. That's the game. Visit. Javelins and hand axes are versatile weapons that let you attack both up close and from a short distance away. Thank you. If you get hurt, rest a spell at a fort. A short stay there and you'll be feeling hale as ever. I'm sure we will. Now, I think enemies are smart enough not to go for Jagan if they can help it. Yeah. Boom. Frey's getting all the experience now. So I'm going to keep Frey back a bit. And move the others upwards. So that we can actually share out the experience a bit. You don't have to. You can play the game basically having 2 really good people, and that's basically all you need. But, you know, I always like to try and share experience out if you can help it. If you can help it. Just don't feel forced to, because it's not something you're forced to do. Here's Kane. Here we go. Maybe you're quick enough, I don't know. Probably not. Oh, you are. It's just the lance animation doesn't have a quick double strike. You have to go through the whole thing. Like sword, like Marth's sword, he just hits, then hits again. Weapons aren't indestructible, you know. They have limits. When a weapon's durability reaches 0, that's it, no more weapon. So be sure to keep an eye on those numbers. That's another thing to bear in mind, why you don't just use the same person all the time. Because your weapons break. Some weapons, very specific weapons, don't break. But they aren't in many games, and also certain weapons of different metals have different durabilities. Iron actually has the most durability, but does the least damage. Besides bronze, but I don't think bronze is in this game either. Mages, that complicates things. They don't need to get as close to it to do us harm. We'll need to approach carefully. Mages are super weak up close, but really powerful far away, so be careful. Axemen are generally pretty slow, so when you get to higher levels you can almost guarantee you're going to be able to double strike them. They are also the strongest though, so you have to be careful of that. Kane, I think, has the most strength out of the 3 knights that we get started with, because like I said, if you played on hard mode you wouldn't get them. You also wouldn't be playing this, but oh well. So 9 get hit for nothing because he only has a 34 hit chance. That was a crit, 1% crit chance, and we managed to get it, which is brilliant. And Abel's going to get up here. We're going to hit this guy for 7 damage, which is nice. Not brilliant, but nice enough. Now I think Frey's going to be able to kill him. Yeah. I'll show you how we work that out in a minute. Sort of roughly. If we go to units, we can see Frey's strength is 8. Let me have a look. I want to have a look at the... There we go. Has an attack of 13. So, what does that mean? The Iron Sword has an attack of 13 with a strength of 8. You'd think that's 21 damage, I would reckon. So, or maybe it's half strength added to weapons damage. Either way, there's a calculation you can do and you work out. For physical damage, you're looking at the defense the person has, so the mage is going to have really low defense. But res is magical damage, so if you have low res, you're also going to take lots of magic damage, which isn't a good time at all. So horsemen get wailed on in the magic sense. They have no res at all. They're really, really weak to magic. So Marth is going to have to move up here. He has no res either, but the fact is that he has more health. So we're going to keep the people with high health at the forefront and the people with less health at the back, just because we don't want anyone to die, especially not in the prologue. That would be embarrassing. So this video is going to be pretty long, but the rest of them will be quite short. Remember, this game was on the NES, so it can't be that long, you would think. So here's Abel. Ow. As you can see, magic does a lot of damage to me. There we go. So that's another 30 experience. Now we're going to get Marth up here. Take out this second guy. So you have to be careful now, because mages do not kid around. You let them hit you, they will kill you. They also have pretty good hit rate, generally speaking, unless you're versus other mage. There we go. So we can end the turn now. And we can just seize and win day. Yes. There. That ought to do for the enemy soldiers around here. Maladus! Why aren't you with my sister? Did you leave her someplace safe? Princess Elise will not be joining us. She has elected to stay at the castle. Hold, sire. Where are you going? Where do you think? Stop, sire. Consider for a moment why the princess would go so far as to lie to you to ensure your escape. Your sister knows that you are the future of Altia, nay, the whole land. His last words were as follows. Tell my son that I leave the future of Altia and our continent in his hands. I'm our future. Sire, you must live. Drink deeply now of these injustices. Sup on those slights they serve. Remember them. One day you will lead us back here to avenge the fallen and reclaim Altia in their names. Then it seems my life is no longer mine to hazard. I don't know why sometimes I read words really strangely. I think it's because... I don't know, I think I read it too quick. In your veins flows the blood of a hero, the blood of Anri. You are son of House Arcania, and sole heir to Falchion, our only hope of defeating Medius, Emperor of Dole. Sire, were it my power, I would have you choose your own path, but I'm afraid your path has chosen you. Let's save. He keeps going. Marth and his knights took refuge in a forest near Altia's borders, lying low while they waited for the right chance to escape the kingdom. Before long the enemy grew less watchful. The time to slip away had come. Still, the prince could not quell the sadness in his heart for his sister Elise. Prince Marth, sire, are you listening? Huh? Oh, Maladus. Get a hold of yourself, sire. I know how you grieve, but the Gar host that pursues us will not be interested. We must keep moving, and with all haste at that. I'm sorry. These thoughts are hard to put aside. From here, we will cross out to Altia and begin our escape to Tellus. I trust you are prepared? Tellus. I've heard the name. An island kingdom to the east, isn't it? That is correct. The king there was a good friend to your father, and, perhaps more importantly, a true friend. It is Princess Elise's wish that you seek refuge in Tellus should things ever go awry. Me, but not her. I've arranged for a boat to take us from the northeast shore. But to get there, we'll first need to cut through a prison to the north. I managed to come by a key to the premises. Let me hand it over. Door key. Now, on the road, you may notice people who seem to be fighting for Gra against their wishes. Before you resort to your blade, you should try talking to them first. Keys. You can get a door key and you can get a chest key. Very simple. Only door keys work on doors and only chest keys work on chests. It's pretty straightforward, but it's nice to know anyway. So let's get Kane in there. Weight has an effect on the speed of your weapon too. As you can see, an iron sword weighs less, which is why I check sometimes for whether I can get a double hit if I use a different weighted weapon. That's a critical strike with a 2% chance. So I'm going to level up. Yeah. Get some more speed, get some more defense. That's always nice to have. I want everyone to be like level 3 at this point, so let's get everyone to level 3. If we can. First of all, I'm going to get Jagan to visit this house. Boy, I don't envy you. The enemy horde is closing in on you faster than a bolt of Thoron. You and your friends had better hightail it out of here. Altians south of the prison? Yes, sir. Not many of them, but the scouts say they're a tough bunch all the same. And guess who's with them? You're saying the prince is coming this way? Yes, sir. How ought we proceed? The main force is yet to arrive, and, to be honest, sir, we need 'em. Bah! You're cowed too easily. We can win if we set a trap. a trap, sir. The Prince of Altea will be ours. Just do as I tell you, and we'll pluck this royal plum long before the main force can show up to steal all the glory. Heh. Boom. So I'm going to take some heat, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. You know, if they're using anything other than a sword on the horseman's back, they aren't getting double strikes. You, inside! Heh, I thought Altea was the great hero of Anri's kingdom. Didn't take more than a couple of days to break you now, did it, Goggles? What's the matter, Gaggles? Can't talk 'cause you're gagged, Gaggles? I'll let you in on a little secret. Altea's little princeling is on her way here to right this moment. Oh, but sad for you, you look awfully dangerous in that uniform, Mr. Grass Soldier. Ah, soon as the prince sees you, he'll say, "Yeah, it's an enemy ambush," and that'll be the end of you. Once the prince sticks you like a pig, we get to call him Marth the Tyrant because he kills his own countrymen. Won't that be a note? So long, Gaggles. Remember, start praying to your higher deity of choice. See, at least he's not against any kind of religion. He's just saying, whoever you believe in, start praying to them. What a nice guy. What a upstart member of society. Bonk. So that's going to be some more experience for all. So we're getting 10, which is quite nice. It's long been since I've got 10 experience for hitting something. There's Kane. Yeah. Obtained an iron bow. Can't use it, but... Bang. And Frey also gets the job done. And levels up to level 3. More HP, more speed. Good. Sometimes victory on the battlefield requires that someone you care about make a sacrifice, but parting with one combat may be the only way to meet another. You need to learn to accept your losses in life and move forward. Okay. That sounds ominous. Marth has the key, so we need to move with Marth. Form a buffer there. Run Jagan towards this fort, and then move Marth up here, and use the door key. Hello. Talk. Hello. Yow, it's an enemy ambush! Huh? You've been gagged? Here, I'll get that. Wait, I know you. You're one of the archers. Gordon, sire. My name is Gordon. Not Gordon, but I say it, Gordon. The enemy captured me and left me in this mortifying state. I see. Well, I'm glad you're unharmed, but I'm afraid we cannot stay here a moment longer. Stay behind me and... I can fight, sire. If you have a bow I could use, I'd be more than honoured to fight at your side. He has dick all. Fortunately, I picked up a bow from Kane. So, there you go, me old fruit. Me old fruitin'. Ah, yes. So I'm going to leave him here, but let's keep going. Oh dear, merciful gods. Listen, men. Your target is the prince. Find the Prince of Altea and bring his head served on a shield. Look there. No, Anri, save us of all the places to be beset. Sire, that is Gra's main force, and they are accompanied by the Knights of Grost's Sable Order. Our chances of routing them are slim, I'm afraid, and those of slipping away undetected afterward all but nil. Then we've no hope. I can think of one strategy. We could leave a decoy behind for when the enemy catches up. A decoy? It's you they're after, sire. We're one of your men to stay behind, disguised as you. Well, the enemy ought to take the bait. That would give you and the others time to escape. One of your men must make for that fortress on the south high road. He will act as a decoy by dressing as you and luring the enemy force away. But Malleus, how will he find his way back to us? Sire, he may not. You must part with one of your comrades. There is no other way. Well, I will find a way. You cannot expect me to agree to abandoning one of our own at the to a death at the hands of the enemy. Surely there must be another way. Forgive me, sire, but this is our only chance. You know as well as I do that you must not die here today. Well, Jagan, it's been good. See ya. Sire, allow me. Look, it's Prince Marth. Oh yeah? Who's that then? That bloke over there dressed in the same clothes. Could be either of them. Simpletons, use your heads. One of them ran, the other one didn't. What does that tell you? Easy. The one who stayed behind is trying to buy time for the one who fled. So, the one who took off is... the real prince, you idiot. Yes, here, troops. After him. Put that craven whelp to the sword. Jagan? Wait, Jagan! Quickly, Malleus, we must head south and rescue him. No, sire, we have to press on. Press on? Jagan might be dying back there. If he is, then why would you be so selfish to let him die in vain? Honour him by allowing his life and his choice to mean something. Jagan. Alright, I will honour him, I will go. The prince fled south? Bah! Seems the plum's fallen too far from our tree. No matter, open the north door, we can still crush the Eltian rabble he left behind. Okay, let's do it! Abel, up here. I got his name right. Fantastic. Kane up here. Braid needs to not fight anymore because he's already level 3. We also want to get Gordon into the fight because he's level 1 and Martha's literally level 4, so he's alright to not fight as well. So let's... I think there's a button, there we go. If you press X on the controller, if you're playing on 360 that is, then you will be able to see everyone's movement range immediately, which is very useful. I'm going to iron sword this grass soldier. These forts are going to be critical to my survival, which is why I'm in them. He can attack whoever he likes, really. I'm going to move Marth up here, and then that should be it. Perfect. It might mean that people miss more often if I sit here in these forts, and it also means I get healed anyway, so... I don't know why they're going for Frey particularly. Maybe because he has the lowest health. They're all going to die if they attack Frey. He might get to level 4. I probably will, actually. That's okay. Oh, that's a crit. Bam. So he's going to get to level 4, and now I'm just not going to use him at all. More HP, more skill, more speed. Good. I think skill affects how many critical hits you get. Sire, there's a village over yonder. If residents may be willing to help, why don't you try paying them a visit? Boom, 5 HP. Kane levels heals as well. Levels up, heals. Donk. Donk. There we go. So this guy's dead. 90. Let's move him up and him down. There we go. Enemy phase. You're going to attack Kane, are you? Alright then. Ow. 2 flying units. Flying units are a pain in the arse. Okay, so I'm going to get Gordon to attack this guy first of all. I have enough health to survive it if he wants to attack me again. I'm going to take him off. Put these 2 on. The only people I'm interested in right now are these 2. Now, the thing is with mages is that he can run straight up to Gordon and he can do damage without me being able to do damage back. So I'm going to actually kill him right now. He gets level 3 with Abel. The good thing is that Gordon is going to be so super useful against Pegasus Knights because they're rubbish against archers. That's their weakness. So here they come. So I'm going to end turn straight away, let them come to me, where I will do good damage to them because they're pretty weak. Oh, attack Marth if you want. Go ahead. The only problem is they're super quick, generally. So we're going to need a lot more speed to be able to double hit them. So this is where Gordon comes into play. 16 damage is insane for this early on in the game. Bam! Tusk Gordon going to get some lovely experience here. Kane might as well attack this girl as well. Pegasus Knights are always female. So that's another more level up. So hopefully if I should be able to move up now. I think Marth is the one who has to visit villages. If I'm honest, I don't know, but I think that's how it works. So let's go to the village space, visit. My word, aren't you? No, you cannot stay here. Run before the soldiers come back. Here, this is the bow my granddaughter has used. Take it, sire. Please, promise you stay safe. A steel bow, which is great. I will be giving that to Gordon if he ever gets to a position of being able to actually use it. And turn. Okay, so Kane's going to go first. No, that's not good. That's better. Bang! So I'm going to get hit quite hard. But that's alright. I expect to be hit hard. You see? I'm going to do basically no damage, but I'm still not going to die. So that's okay. Very precise plan going on here. Hi there. There we go. So I've got quite low speed. If I can do 6 damage. Let's see. 6 damage, that'll do. Boom. Okay, here we go. So some experience now. Gordon, go in for the kill, please. Bang! Perfect. Gordon's going to get some lovely experience from that. Obtained a vulnerary. That's good. Now, Marth, let's go up here and then end the day. Next turn. Let's might as well trade. Let's actually go here and trade this way. Can't. Oh, I can use it. He has got enough skill. Okay, let's go to Seize. Proceed to the next chapter. Prince Marth, make haste, sire! Draug, is that you? What are you doing here? I received word from Sir Maladus to ready a vessel, that we might slip away discreetly by sea. The enemy has crossed the border and closes in on us from the west. We cannot stay here. Hurry, sire! This is the wrong prince. No, you dare make a fool of me. Kill him, make this Prince Mimer suffer. Heh, these old bones are still good for something. Farewell, my prince. Live and grow strong. And so Marth and his knights left Althea, heavy of heart and bleary of eye. Look, sire, see how Althea shrinks on the horizon. Haven. Beg your pardon. I am a craven. Powerless to save my sister, to stanch my kingdom's wounds, to ease my people's fears. This was your only recourse, sir. But surely one day you will be able to set things right. Surely? Why do words of such conviction smack so much of uncertainty when spoken? Not likely, Draug. Assuredly, Grau will pay for all their acts. Today, though, allow me to wallow in this pain, to feel every awful twist of it. I never want to forget. Sire, I will return. Altia, your prince will return to you one day. There we go. And that's the end. So you're not going to be able to see this. I'm not watching, I'm not showing you this. We will watch again next time. Until then, see you guys. Thank you for watching. See ya!